welcome to this episode of Homesteading Around the Mission. Today we're going to be talking about something that if you have pets, you'll be very interested to learn about. We're going to be talking about ear mites and how you can get rid of them. Stay tuned. I'm sitting here this afternoon with our family pet. This is Tyke. And when we got Tyke, he was an outdoor cat and came with one problem that we had to find a way to get rid of. Tyke had a bad case of ear mites. This wasn't really anything new to us. When we lived on the Navajo Reservation, my son and I had a dog rescue, and over the years we had about 150 dogs, cats, and various other animals that came through us and went out to rescues. And when they came through, they often would live in our tiny little trailer park trailer and in the little backyard we had. And in doing so, our dog Jules at the time, she had a pretty bad case of mites. Now you may be wondering, well, how do they get mites? Right there, I just told you. By association around other animals that have mites, and not just direct contact, but often it's even the sharing of bedding can cause these ear mites to spread from one animal to another. Also, the ear mites, interestingly, can go from cats to dogs. So it's not a one animal or one species. They can be transferred among animals and species. Now, I was interested to find out after both cases, can these ear mites be transferred to us, especially with Tyke. As you can see, this is our camper behind us. And when it's really cold outside, Tyke comes and he snuggles in the bed with us. And so I was concerned, can these ear mites be transferred to us, because they're pretty nasty. And according to some sites on the internet, yes, they can. And then according to others, no, they can't. So that one's up for debate. I'm not quite sure still the answer, but I know enough to know that you don't want them, and we don't want our pets to have them. What could happen if you just left mites untreated? If you were to leave the mites untreated in your dog or your cat, they can eventually build up an infection so bad that the resulting drainage in the ear can hurt the ear canal or the eardrum and actually can cause your animal to go deaf. That's not the most likely scenario. Hopefully you'll catch it in time and you'll get some help. You have one or two routes that you can take. You can take your animal to the vet and have them diagnosed and spend money on the treatment at the vet, or we're going to give you a natural remedy today and show you. I have some pictures from before when Tyke's ears, that's about 4 weeks back when his ears were pretty bad. I got some hopefully good enough photos you can see what the ear mites look like. And but he's about 3 weeks into our treatment now, and he's doing much better. He's almost at the end of it. What you want to look for ear mites is, obviously they can live anywhere on the body of the animal, but most likely they like to feed on the wax in the animal's ear. So if you look inside their ears and you see something that looks like coagulated brown wax or even coffee grinds, that's the ear mites, and they're having a party in your animal's ear, so you want to get rid of them. So today I want to share with you how we're going to get rid of these mites in Tyke. And this might be an interesting video. He's not going to like this. He hasn't so far each time we've done it. So you might see Tyke here pretty patient right now, but in just a minute he's not going to be so patient. What we're going to do is we are going to take some oil. Olive oil is a great one to use. It's a little more expensive in it, but it does work well, and it smothers. What it does is you put it in the ear, you rub it in the ear all around, and it's going to actually smother and take out the oxygen for these mites, and it's going to kill them. And it does take a few treatments. You know, like I said, it's been taking us about 3 or 4 weeks, and we are down to just a few little mites deep in the ear. So what you're going to do is use that. We've also used vegetable oil when we did it with our dog, and it worked great. So we're going to take the olive oil and put it into the bowl here. I'm going to do it right now. We'll see how this goes. I'm just going to put enough that I can fill up this dropper, and once I fill up the dropper, I am going to put the oil. Actually, I may not fill it up today. We've done this treatment quite a few times, so I might just put a little in there. But you're going to basically, and he's not going to like this, you're going to put it in to the ear. You're going to have to hold them. Many times they're not too fond of this. And you want to basically smush the ear down, because you want to smother those mites. Now, I'm not going to do it on video, but I need to do the other ear too. And I would fill it up a little more. I don't think he's going to sit here very long. I'm going to let him walk around a minute with that in the ear, and then we're going to come back and do the other ear. Go ahead, buddy. One thing I do want to say though is we forgot to talk about how do they get these mites. The mites generally get passed from one animal to another. And if you have an outdoor animal, they are far more susceptible to ear mites in their surroundings. And also cats are more likely to get them than dogs. So this is something you definitely want to take care of, and you want to do it quick and soon because you don't want this infecting them, and you don't want to pass it to your other pets. So on that note, if you have one animal that has the ear mites, go ahead and assume you need to treat all your animals, and it's best to do it right away. So if you have the cat that has the ear mites, go ahead and treat the dog too. We hope this is a blessing for you. As I mentioned, you can also take them to the vet and treat it that way, but in the essence of saving money, and sometimes maybe you can't get to the vet, this is a simple, easy treatment that we've had, and it's been proven effective to get rid of the ear mites, keep your family safe and healthy, and also keep your pets safe and happy and healthy. We pray this was a blessing for you, from our family to yours. God bless. Smile, Tyke.